Good morning. Welcome to another episode of the Competition Timeout. I'm your host, Nando, as you know, and it's Friday. It's Friday. Let's get ready for the weekend. Before we do that, let's do the friendly reminder that, like I've been saying, I know you're probably tired of, but like, subscribe, share, listen, uh, wherever you listen or watch, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, to the Competition Timeout. Like, share, subscribe, comment if you like. It'll help all of us out here. All right. Okay. So to start out, let's start out with the NBA. A lot of things as games are winding down are happening in the NBA. Obviously, Embiid came back earlier this week, uh, helped the Sixers beat the Thunder, and last night he helped the Sixers beat the Heat, who they're in a very tight race with for some playoff seeding. A lot of seeding stuff happened yesterday. The Knicks beat the Kings, the Mavs beat the Hawks, the Warriors beat the Rockets, and the Clippers beat the Nuggets. Those were the scores from last night. But as far as seeding goes, um, the Sixers and the Heat are still locked in for like the eighth, seventh, possibly the sixth spot. Uh, the Sixers are a game behind the Pacers for the sixth spot uh, in the East, and Miami's only a half game behind the Pacers. So they're pretty tight. Sixers are, even with that win, they're a half game behind the Heat. But I think overall, if the Sixers went out, I think they won the tiebreaker against the Heat, and they would get the edge. In the West, Warriors and Rockets played last night, and they are fighting for that last spot in the West, the 10th spot to play in the play-in. And the Warriors got a convincing win that is going to help them out in the long run. That Kings loss to the Knicks has the Kings now in eighth. They'll be in the play-in. So as of right now, with like about 6 games to go for most people, I believe is the right number that are left. Yeah. So as far as other things that happened, Julius Randle was announced out for the season for the Knicks. I know some people had hope, some didn't. So OG still out. He, from everything we've been hearing, he should be back. Want to continue with basketball. Obviously, the men's and the women's tournament resume the madness and conclude the madness this weekend. So we're going to start with the women. They start out tonight. It's a doubleheader tonight in the women's Final Four. And first game up is NC State at South Carolina. A little bit of the Carolina rivalries. NC State has been a great story coming out of the ACC. They'll face undefeated South Carolina. This is all in Cleveland, where the Final Four is for the women's. And then at 9 p.m., we're going to have big showdown. Caitlin Clark and the Iowa Hawkeyes against number 3, Paige Buchers and UConn. That's going to be a really good game. Well, they're both going to be really good games. That one with those two playing against each other. That's going to be really good. I look forward to it today. Tonight. And then the championship will be Sunday for the women. As far as the men's go, they also have their Final Four. Their two Final Four games are Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern. Purdue hosts NC State. NC State as well. Also, a great story on the men's side. They're an 11 seed. Purdue is the 1 seed. Uh, and then the second game for the men is number 4 Alabama against number 1 UConn. So Still two number one seeds here, and they're playing against some really tough, some opponents have had a really good tournament, and they're looking to, I think at the end it'll be Purdue, UConn, and I think UConn will take it. That's my prediction. On the women's side, I think it'll be Iowa, South Carolina, and I think overall South Carolina's such a good team, they should take it. But yeah, that that's the preview for the weekend. The men's final is on Monday, so heads up on that. That'll be at 9:20. Why do these things have to start so late? Anyway, uh, we move on to the NFL. Things that happened while we were out. The Texans trade for Stephon Diggs, some picks. The Bills have a cap hit of dead cap hit of 30 million, 31 million, something of that sort. And then the next day, because this happened Wednesday, yesterday, it was announced that the Texans worked it so that Diggs can be a free agent next year. It's only 1 year that he's there, and he'll be able to pick and choose where he can go after. So they voided the rest of the contract. Uh, yeah. The Eagles gave Jordan Mailata, their left tackle, an extension uh, at 66 million to his pay, and Lyle Collins is signing with the Bills. So a lot of questions after the Diggs trade. What does this mean for Allen? What does it mean for the Bills offense? Can they actually be good? I joked around with some friends and basically said that I think when one of my friends asked, who is he going to throw to? And I said, all he's going to do is run more than he already does. So, yeah, it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun. I feel like this is almost like, and to some extent, like when the Chiefs got rid of Tariq. So I think this is going to basically test Josh Allen's talents, and we'll be here to see it. Baseball continues. The A's will be playing in Sacramento. That was announced starting next year until 2027. Then they'll move to Vegas. They rejected Oakland's offer and are going to Sacramento for 2 years until they get to Vegas. I think Vegas is going to have all professional teams in every sport in the next, I don't know, 4, 5 years. But yeah, that's all we have today. Enjoy the weekend. I know I am. I'm going to watch these games, keep an eye on everything that's going on. I'm also going to be doing my own thing uh, locally where I'm at with WrestleMania being around town. And, I got that started yesterday with a couple of events. And now, you know, we continue the weekend. It's going to be a big one. So watch all the sports. I'll be watching as well. Watch all the wrestling if you're into it like I am. And we'll be back on Monday. Till next time. Peace.